Manchester City preview at Old Trafford. What a fantastic game this is going to be on Sunday, 4:30 kick-off at Old Trafford. And Manchester United and Manchester City in the league this season have got the best. Both of the sides have got the best defensive record in the league this season. We are unbeaten now at Old Trafford in all competitions. I think we're unbeaten in over 40 odd games now at Old Trafford. And actually, the last time we lost at Old Trafford was to Manchester City. Was it last season? We lost the game by 2-1. But going into this game, both teams are in really, really good form. We know City have got an 8-point, advantage at the top of the league, and both teams going into this game are in very, very good form. Manchester United since the international break, basically, we've beaten the likes of Newcastle 4-1, we've beaten the likes of Brighton, we've beaten the likes of Watford, we've beaten the likes of Arsenal as well. So we have 4 straight victories, in the Premier League since the international break. Also, of course, won in the Champions League Tuesday night, was it, or Wednesday? Tuesday night against CSKA Moscow. That was 2-1. And Jose Mourinho had rested, quite a few key players in that game, going into today's game, going into Sunday's game. He rested quite a few key players on Tuesday. Obviously rested them, for the big game on Sunday. He brought obviously Luke Shaw into the squad on Tuesday night, and Jose Mourinho was pleased with his performance. And Jose Mourinho has confirmed he's promised Luke Shaw more game time, because he said he was dangerous in some situations. He looked very, very dangerous as well. And he said Luke Shaw put a fantastic performance out as well. And so Jose Mourinho has promised him more game time due to his fantastic performance. He also praised Romelu Lukaku as well, who's got 8 goals this season for us. He's nearly made a century appearance. He's nearly scored a century of goals now, all in all, in the Premier League as the player. But basically, City are also in good form as well, even though they did lose in the Champions League midweek. I think Wednesday night, that's their first defeat this season. But Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho are very, very good managers. The tactical game plan's good. They've both got fantastic pedigrees, and this is just going to be a fantastic game of football. So basically, City going into this game, they haven't been playing well recently. City, have been grinding out results. They only just beat Huddersfield late goal, only just beat West Ham 2-1 late goal. And who was the other team? West and Southampton as well. They only just beat Southampton. They scored in 96th minute against Southampton as well, did Manchester City. So in the last few games, you've got to be honest, they've been striding their luck a little bit of Manchester City. But as I said, this season City have played, they haven't lost in the Premier League. They've played 15, won 14, drawn 1, and I think they've scored about 46 goals this season of Manchester. And they've got a lot of class in their team. They've got Aguero with 9 goals this season. Raheem Sterling, with 9 goals this season. He's made a massive impact. Then they've got Gabriel Jesus as well. And Pep Guardiola invested and spent a lot of money, in the August window as well. They spent a lot of money on fullbacks as well. But going into this game, the form of both teams is the last 5 Man United, we've won 4 and lost 1. The form of Manchester City, they've won 4 and lost 1 as well. So they're in comparable form at both teams as well. So basically, there's, Man United's record against the big teams, hasn't been fantastic, in the last couple of seasons, whereas record against the big teams last season was poor. This season it has been poor, up until the Arsenal game, we lost at Stamford Bridge, we fell into international break, we drew at Liverpool, where we played defensively. But a fantastic victory, we got Arsenal on last Saturday, we got a fantastic victory at Arsenal. Wasn't the best of performances, we was under pressure in that game. Arsenal had chance after chance, that chance through Lacazette, they hit the crossbar, post. David De Gea made world-class saves in the game. We got fortunate with ricochets, deflections, blocks, last-ditch tackles in that game. But we did look very, very good on the counter-attack, as we all know, and that's what paid the price. And Arsenal made 2 individual mistakes right early on, and that gifted us 2 fantastic goals. And then basically, you could say, even though Arsenal stepped it up from there, they had a mountain to climb in that game as well. So that was a very, very important victory as well. And that was the first time, we beat Arsenal in quite a few years at the Emirates. And Arsenal this season at the Emirates have done very, very well. That were their first defeat at the Emirates this season. Of course, Arsenal did win 6-0 yesterday as well. But going into this game, we did lose to Manchester City last season as well. We did beat them in pre-season in North America by 2-0. We did beat Manchester City, but there's been, fantastic, games over the years between Man United and Manchester City, City are looking to win the title, basically since 2014. I think last time they won it. We're basically looking to win it, since 2013. We haven't won it since 2013. Last time we won it was under the Fergie era, 20 times champions Man United. We haven't won it since 2013, and Van Persie scored 30 goals that season. That's the last time we won it. But we have seen classics, between Manchester United and Manchester City over the years. You've seen, the late goals, the thing that happened back in 2012, in Sergio Aguero scored in the last minute. I was very, very disappointed about that. City scoring in stoppage time. We've seen the 4-3s, Man United 4-3, Michael Owen scoring later on. We've seen the 1-0 at City quite a while back, when Scholes scored late on as well. We know they saw the cup game when Mooney scored late on as well. That was 3-1. We've seen the 4-3. There's been fantastic games between Manchester United and Manchester City over the years. There's been absolutely phenomenal games between the two sides. We lost 2-1 last season. We saw that devastating defeat. We had 6-1 at Old Trafford as well. There has been, good games, over the years between Manchester United and Manchester versus City as well. But basically what it says here, the head-to-head says, both teams have had 8 wins each, it says here, and there has been 6 draws between the sides as well. The last time we lost at Old Trafford was 2-1 back in September 2016. We beat them 4-2 as well a couple of years ago. That was a very, very good game as well. A lot of goals in that. We lost 4-1 to City back in 2013-14 under the Moyes wave. We lost to City twice as well. So they've had the same equal amount of wins of both sides, especially City knocked out the FA Cup back in 2010-11. So basically there has been good games, between the both sides, over the years. Obviously, Manchester United have much of a better history than Manchester City, in terms of silverware and as I said, trophies and that. We've got a much better history. But obviously, City spent a lot of money, over the last couple of years at least, and this is why they have a big title contender. And this season it's looking like no one is going to stop Manchester City. But just to confirm a bit of news going into the game, that we'll start with Man United. I think Bailey's still out because he's been injured. I think Fellaini's been suffering a knee injury as well. He was injured early on in the season. I think Matic is set to return because obviously Matic had missed the CSKA Moscow game midweek as well. So we're now in the knockout stages of the Champions League. I think the draw for the last 16 is going to be done on Monday. Haven't fully looked into it, but we'll look into it. But the goals were Tuesday night, should I say, where Rashford, I think Rashford scored. I got the assist for Rashford, and Lukaku scored. That was his first goal, by the way, in 3 games, in the CSKA Moscow. And Pogba got a lovely assist as well in that game. But going, as I say, Man United, Bailey's out. Carrick's been suffering heart problems, as we all know. I think Phil Jones could be named in the squad as well. So could Ibrahimovic, because Ibrahimovic has missed the last 2 as well. Because obviously Matic did miss midweek because Mourinho confirmed he'd been injured. Obviously De Gea is going to be playing set to return this game because obviously he put Romero in goal. Did Jose Mourinho midweek as well. And to be fair, we have looked good at 3 at the back, and I think Mourinho, will go, with 3 at the back in this game as well. Also, we know that Pogba's also suspended for this game. Pogba has got a 3-match ban, after he got sent off against Arsenal, which is he's going to be a miss for us in this game, Pogba, because he's our most essential creative midfielder. But it'd be alright if Matic could come back, because I think, it's going to be likely, that Matic is going to be partnering up. Matic is going to partner up with Herrera in the midfield, because obviously Fellaini, I think, it's in doubt. Matic could be back, so we know Pogba's suspended. Fellaini probably won't start, so it's looking like it's going to be Matic and Herrera, partnering up in the midfield as well. I think he's going to start Rashford in this game as well. Anything else to update you on? Could he potentially start Luke Shaw in this game, based, with his fantastic performance on Tuesday night? Jose Mourinho praised him. Could he give Luke Shaw a start, or even name him on the bench at least? Because without doubt, I'm going to say still Ashley Young's been our best player on that left-hand side as well. And we've had different players, playing at the left-back position. But and also to confirm that Manchester City have got they've got one of their summer signings, Benjamin Mendy, out for the majority of the season as well. Back in, I think he's been injured. I think he's injured. Yeah, he's injured for the majority of the season. Also, Pep Guardiola had also confirmed reportedly that who's else? He reportedly confirmed that David Silva is out, so he could be doubtful for the game as well. That's good news for Manchester United and us. And it's also confirmed that who's the other one? That John Stones is also out for Manchester City, and I think he's out until January as well for Manchester City. And basically, you know, with Manchester City, you know, they spent a lot of money, just like Manchester United. You know, spent a lot of money. Spent 300 million, 3 transfer winners with Mourinho. Pep Guardiola spent over £100 million, you know, back in August. On players as well. But basically saying in the matter, City are still looking to reinvest, just like Jose Mourinho still looking to reinvest into Manchester United squad. Pep Guardiola still looking to reinvest Pep Guardiola's looking to reinvest in the City squad. You know, Jose Mourinho's looking to, you know, reinvest into our squad as well, because basically the board have said to us basically we have to sell before we can buy, and Jose Mourinho's looking to address that left hand side a bit. He wants to, he's in for a few left backs. He's still in the search for a left winger. He's in search for the creative winger as well. He's Jose Mourinho, as we all know. And you know, Pep Guardiola basically, he's got quite a few players on his radar. He's still looking for a potential fullback, you know, due to the absence of Benjamin Mendy. You know, he's basically City, we know, are heavily linked with Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez, who's coming to an end of his deal with Arsenal. So both teams, even though they have spent quite a bit of money, are still looking to add more depth and character into their squads as well. And basically, you know, both teams are going for the league. I do think it's between Man United and City this season, you know, for the title. But City have got class players. We've got class players. You know, people say, you know, City have spent more money than us. They've got a better squad than us. Sometimes it doesn't. What? I'm going on it in a minute. Yeah. People say, you know, City spent more money than us. They used that money and spent on better players. So it's going to be a tight affair, but United need to win this, you know, to keep the pressure on Manchester City, as we all know. So going into a bit more details of the game. Looking at this thing.
At least we don't have to go to Barham on Sunday. We've got the Sky Sports tomorrow. It's coming, man. Yeah, I'm watching Everton Liverpool game at half.
There's Premier League table there.
We might get out tomorrow, Charlie, and win this hopefully.
There's Premier League table.
Are you off to Mo Sunday or watching it here?
I'm watching it here.
So nice.
Do you think my bike will come today?
He'll be watching it as well. He won't help towards it, but he'll watch it.
Do you think my bike will come today?
Today or tomorrow, yeah. Today or tomorrow, yeah. Evan had a car talking about him then, didn't you?
That's why I shut off. Oh shit, she's here. I shut off.
I know, we'll just shut up in time. She didn't hear them. We'll just shut up in time. But it ain't nothing to do with him, what he'll get. No, it's nothing to do with him. What Charlie Banks.
I'm happy that it's coming, but I'm fucking
Try
shitting.
to
I
him to
really
buy-
am. I'm shitting myself.
Who's
Dad.
it?
If they see me, you know what I'm on about.
You stay local, stay at Lancashire.
They'll still fucking see me though.
Just don't go miles away. If you go miles away, they will see you.
They'll still see me though. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
well, you
where I
have to
go.
sort of license that out, won't you? Mum said she's
But if they take it off me
First,
first,
you got 2 mums tonight.
I'll say, you're not taking this off me, mate. I ain't known about it. I've paid nearly 100 quid. You know where you're taking this off me. I've nearly paid 800 quid for it.
They'll say, well, we won't take it off you as long as you get it licensed.
I said I will do. You can take me on if you want.
What they'll say is if we catch you again on it, we will take
They
it.
can't take it off you first time if you haven't known. They can't do that. Second time they can then. Second time, but not first time.
But my mum said it's not to do with it. We're best allowed to watch Charlie Banks.
It ain't nothing to do with him, is it?
No, it ain't nothing to do with him, no. And if Alicia Rowe says that, she'll just say it's not to do with you. Innit?
It's not to do with them, and that's it. What's it to do with them anyway? It's not to do with them.
Just say it's none of your business what I buy.
What I buy is not to do with them. I hate people hiding for you. Sorry guys about that. Now I'm back. So yeah, Mourinho's just given us an update that Phil Jones, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and what was the other one he said now? Phil Jones, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Nemanja Matic are all going to be available. So Phil Jones, Nemanja Matic, and Phil Jones, your Nemanja Matic, and Ibrahimovic are going to be available for this game on Sunday. Mourinho has confirmed. I don't think we're too sure about Fellaini yet. But yeah, we'll go into a bit more match factor of the game. It's going to be a big game for both teams. This is the one Manchester United have to win. So basically, after losing 4 Premier League games in a row against Manchester City, Manchester United have lost just one of their last 5 derbies against them. No way side has scored more Premier League goals at Old Trafford than Man City, level with Chelsea, who have won more games there at the visiting side in the competition than City. Manchester United lost 7 of their last 12 league games against the local rivals, as many as they had lost in their previous 45 league competition against them. Jose Mourinho's side are on the longest current unbeaten home run in the Premier League, 24 games, with their last such defeat at Old Trafford coming against City in September 2016. Manchester City have now won 30 successive league matches, a joint record with a single top-flight season alongside Chelsea 2016-17, Arsenal 2001-2002, Preston, Sunderland both 1991, 92. If Pep Guardiola's side win this match, they will equal the all-time English top-flight record of 14 consecutive victories set by Arsenal between February and August 2022. Jose Mourinho has just won 4 of his 19 managerial meetings with Pep Guardiola in all competitions, with just one of those wins coming in the league competition, 2-1 with Real Madrid at Barcelona in April 2012. So basically, Jose Mourinho has only won 4 of his 19 managerial meetings with Pep Guardiola. They are the two tight defenses in the Premier League this season. Manchester United 9, having conceded 1 goal fewer than Manchester City 10. This despite facing more double the tally of shots on target. Romelu Lukaku scored in both Everton's league matches against City last season. The only player to have scored in 3 successive league appearances against the side managed by Pep Guardiola is Diego Forlan. And Gabriel Jesus has been directly involved in 21 goals in his 24 Premier League appearances so far in his career, 15 goals, 6 assists. Edison has made 20 saves in 15 Premier League appearances this season for Manchester City. His rival goalkeeper Manchester United, David De Gea, saved 21 shots in his last 4 Premier League appearances, including 14 in his last game against Arsenal. So basically, Edison for City's made 20 saves in 15 Premier League appearances, but David De Gea's made about 21 has saved 21 shots in his last 4 Premier League appearances, and he saved 14 against Arsenal as well, and this is why he's the best goalkeeper in the world. But what a game of football this is going to be. What a game of football. Recently we haven't had a fantastic record against Manchester City. We also saw, against City, another fantastic match. Robin Van Persie with that late free kick in that 3-2 game as well. There's been some fantastic cracking derbies, over the years between Manchester United and Manchester City, and this is the big one on Sunday. So there's your team news. We will be coming up with a starting 11 prediction soon on the channel as well. So anyway, guys, that's everything to do today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do consider subscribers, always take it easy. God bless, guys, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye.